My name is Faith Hammonds, and I'm currently enrolled at the University of South Carolina Upstate in their Early Childhood Education program. And this fall, I will get to student teach in a first grade classroom. Oftentimes throughout my college career, professors will ask, "How was your school career? Was it a positive or negative experience? And do you feel like it affected you wanting to become a teacher?" Oftentimes, when first asked that question, I would say, "Oh, my school career was negative. It doesn't affect me wanting to become a teacher. I want to be a teacher because my family affected it." But now that I look back on that again, and I'm very close to becoming a teacher, and I've had more classroom experiences with children, I don't think that's true. I say that even though I feel like it was a negative experience, the teachers in my school career were very positive overall. I had teachers that, even though I didn't want to come to school all the time because I was afraid of bullies, the teachers understood and they wanted me in their classroom, and they were willing to help me get through the emotional struggles that I was facing and the social struggles that I was facing. And to me, that is what makes me want to be a teacher, is those teachers that went out of their way to not only teach me math or science or social studies, but to teach me how to become a leader, or how to make friends, or just simple things like how to work in partners, and showed me love and compassion on days where school was a very daunting task that I still had to overcome. And the teacher that I think about overall is Miss Carol Parker, my third grade teacher. Miss Parker had me at a time where I would play sick to get out of school. However, Miss Parker realized that my love to learn and my love to teach others about what I was learning was a very valuable skill and characteristic that she could use to build social interactions with other children. So she placed me in a role of leadership. And I remember her telling me that one day I would be a leader, and one day I would be a teacher. And now I sit here and I will be a teacher very shortly. And she was right. And she placed me in a role of leadership in her classroom, built on self-confidence that I did not know that I had. And at the time I didn't have very much. But she built leadership qualities in me. And by allowing me to teach my peers things that I loved. And now looking back, I realized that the teacher that was dubbed the mean teacher was not the mean teacher at all. Miss Parker pushed us in ways that we were ready for, but we didn't know we were ready for, because she was not simply teaching us social studies or math. She was teaching us as a whole. She was teaching the whole child. She would find a characteristic in you that is very valuable, and she would grow that. And she was not just teaching social studies by making us read out of books, popcorn style, the traditional way. She gave us projects and forced us to work in partners or groups and to search out answers. This to me is a very early example of project-based learning and a holistic teacher. Miss Parker provided me with enrichment opportunities at a very young age because I was ready for them, and she was not going to let me sit back and be bored in her classroom or not come to school because school was not a learning opportunity anymore. And I can only hope that in the future that I will take notes from her, because I now realize that she was that very first seed planted that made me want to become a teacher, because she created a safe space in a place that I didn't feel safe all the time. She created a safe space that made me feel included, that made me feel wanted, that made me feel valuable. And I hope that I can make every student that enters my classroom feel wanted, included, valuable, and heard. And I hope that I can find a characteristic in every child the way Miss Parker found leadership qualities in me, and grow that child into something they didn't know they could become when they first entered my classroom at the beginning of the year.